Hello and welcome. Today we will look at the Anchored VWAP. We will cover its future as well as to discuss how they are useful to the trading, and additionally we will review several strategies you could apply for the day trading, scalping and even swing trading. So if you could subscribe to the channel and stick around for the full video. I'm using Tradingview, and you can find the Anchored View app right here. Trend line tools open in the menu here. It is you can add to your favorite goals into the toolbar, and it will be right there on the chart at all times. So that the Uncharted View Up indicator, the Uncharted View Up, this View Up calculation with a specific price bar chosen by the trader. Traditional View App calculations start with the first bar of the day and end with the final bar of the day, but in some situations you would to analyze the view up like line base and the less ability straight point, and to be able to expect that view up line beyond the end of the trading day. Enchanted view up allows you to specify the price bar where calculations being making it easy to see where the bulls or bears have been to the chart since the very specific point in time. The price level represented by the Uncharted View Up is important because the several to the benchmark when the large orders are exclusively by the banks and the large financial institutions. They will be excluded over the previous of the time to minimize market impact. The benchmark prices for the exclusion period of the view up banks and large traders have developed the sophisticated order exclusions algorithms in order to achieve the average price equivalent to the better that the view up on the uptrending days, such as algorithms will issue buy orders when the price drops below the view up to the advantage of the price below the average on the downtrending day. The same algorithms will issue the orders when the price breaks above the view up to take the advantage of the prices above the average. Uncharted view is a view up is better than the traditional view up indicator. With the traditional view up to the calculations start with the first bar of the day and ends with the last bar of the day because it only incorporates one trading day of the data. Traditional VWAP can only be used in the interview chart. With Uncharted View Up, you choose the first bar, you can are uncharted to the indicators to the bar, and the last bar is always the most recent bar available. You have the full control, you get the flexible starting and ending points. Because of this, Uncharted View Up is not limited to intraday charts. So how to trade using the Uncharted View Up? A good strategy is look for the key events or turning points or momentum in the price history to Uncharted the view up. In this case, we are looking at the chart of Netflix and the chart Corona crash. We should indulge the view up the low price of the charts because there was the massive Uncharted of the hands here. A look to the volumes spikes, and to this point something really big happened there where tons of the buyers and the sellers, lots of the volatility. So this looks like a good point in the ensure. Let's click to the scandal, the absolute low, and there's our Anchored View Up. And now we see that a few things for the bulls are in the control to the price traded consistently above the Uncharted View Up, and that is a bullish sense. Most of the bind on average has occurred above the line. So the most common strategy using the Uncharted View Up is the pullback trade. A pullback occurs when the price that's on an extended move upward or downward makes the small movement in the opposite directions towards to the end card view. Upline pullbacks are a common prices movement, especially in the heavy trends. To trade pullbacks setup, you find the uptrends with the price making high highs and high lows. Price trades of the courses above to the encharted views up, and you patiently wait for the prices to make pullback in the downtrend. Returning to the view upline, this is chance to buy to the stock. Another strategy is to look for the momentum of the euphoria where the distance between the uncharted view is the current price is very high, and you trade to the revision of the mean between the uncharted view and the actual prices. So if the measured distance between the uncharted view pull up line, this the highest is 17 higher, almost $28 is the case. This percentage will be even higher. Generally, it's best to avoid buying when the price overextended. If you adventurous, you could try to the reversion of the mean. Let's add another general view up, and this year's high right here starting January till April prices has traded below this view uptrend. We were also a clear trading range, so the best approach is to sell at the top of the range and buy to the bottom of it. When the price disappears below the second view upline, perhaps this was a time to short of the reduce your existing positions to take some risk off, or just revelate and have some patience until the price returns to the lower uncharted view up. So how to read the uncharted view up? The uncharted view upline can be used to the confirm trends and identified areas to support and resistance on the chart. As you saw before, the advantage of using this line is that you can set your own stretch point in order to include unrealized data on your chart. Typically, you must choose the particular even as the straight price bar for the overlay. These events generally must assign to the channel is the market psychology, and the price actions prior that the channel should be excluded from the calculations since it doesn't reflect the same market psychology. The previous example has more of the swing trading approach, which I prefer, but that if you prefer day trading or scalping in this data, 1 minute chart to the view upline is blue based on the opening bar, while the uncharted view upline is the red is set of the low of the morning. The traditional view upline includes data for the first 30 minutes of the training, as well as drop of the low of the day marking for the view upline. That doesn't quite reflect the price actions at the midday. The red uncharted view upline includes only data since reaching the low or the more accurate fractions. The midday market psychology, if you started was only by the dips of the view upline, you could see why the uncharted lines was much better than the started one. I can see the last two buying opportunities using the uncharted view up trades, which weren't so obvious if you use the normal view. Now, as the straight price bar that you choose must mark a shift in the market psychology. It must be important even or turning the points that the market you are not going to add in the middle of the price actions. It must be in the obvious places. In the other trades would place it think about if it more trades to see same point, meaning they apply to the uncharted view up on the same locations. The more chances you will get to the reaction when the price returns to it. So the most important starting points to apply the line. The first highest volume candles, high volume means there's interest in the asset where the stocks currently pair or the markets, and if it combined with the more higher in the prices, then it's often used as the signal to strong upward momentum. Keep an eye on the volume. Will ensure that you are on the right side of the trade. So here's AMD and the 50 minutes time frame. Here's the highest volume in the previous week. We added to the Anchored VWAP online and immediately offered two opportunities to buy the deep. This is the more of the day trading and scalping approach. You go with the flow of the highest volume and try to catch another slide to the upside when the price come back to the Anchored VWAP. Second, a major slide high or low may be of the trading strategies involved to look at the best price to enter or to look for the value to help us to find areas of the value to look for the potential trades we need to identify potential slide heights and slide lows. Here the important levels used by the trades to hunt reversal traders, but if we add to the Anchored VWAP to them, we will see some hidden support and resistance area which are invisible to novice trades. Look how price reached to the Anchored View applications. The first pullback after the applied to the line of the slide low was perfect bounce trade, and again with the applied of the Anchored View up to the high to the first pullback to it against a great shortage. This is useful mostly for the slide trading, but you could also use to the strategy day trading and scalping if you apply the Anchored View up or try to do swings search entry point. Earning reports for the stock tradings or the non-farm payroll for Forex trading, the extension seasons is the most internal period for the any stocks traders. It comes after every 3 months when the companies release their quarterly earnings. This is when the company tells you about much money to the earn if they beat the estimated. This is the period when the market sentiments can change, so we should check those periods to apply our Anchored VWAP. Here's the applied two lines in the previous earnings. After the first one, we see that a clear trading range with the moving above and below the line, although the price deeper above and below the lines, it's clearly offering the good support of the resistance. The view upline remains the flat during this time, so no aggressive movements happens during the period. After the second earning, the report that the sentiment shifted to the bullish price stage well above the line. This technique is useful mainly for the swing trading, but could also use it for the day trading when the price is near the Anchored View upline. Number 4. Year date previous month of the previous week. You can actually ensure the view up to the big straights dates. It's easy to use to the trading view. You just click on the year date down here and you select the Anchored the view up and you apply it on the first candle. If you are a swing trader or investor, you pay close attention to this line. When the price will revisit the area, it can potentially bounce it. If you like the day trade, you select 1 month and you add the Anchored view up on the first candles. You look how the lines offered at least 2 trades during the month. One buy positions to the when the price is broke above the line and resistance the area, basically the first pullback after the review breakout, and the second one here again the first pullback trade price broke below the Anchored view up, aligned quite aggressively, returning to the line and projected to the line once again. And if you select 5 days and apply to the view up, you get the data from the past weeks. Past 5 trading days, again you can see several by the deep trades around the line. I firmly believe that the Anchored view up can provide invaluable insights into the sentiment of the market you are trading. The Anchored VWAP is perfect combinations of the volume and you have the full control to apply on the point you want to the chart because of its dynamic properties. The Anchored view can be analyzed in the ways like the trading moving average, so pay extra attention to the direction and slope to the view up or how to above to the below the price actions. In this relations to the view up, so extreme with the various entry points in your trade that make it crypto stocks, forex different time frames, and you will immediately recognize its value. A straight study for the combination with other oscillators and indicators. I think Anchored view is up likely to become one of the favorite trading tools. If you found the value with us and you give us a like, subscribe to the way you will know and like to see more videos like this one, and check our academy program if you want to the future level up your training. Until next time.